Yeah, interesting power plant here in this RS5. That is a VR6 turbo, which is more commonly known from smaller Volkswagens like a Jetta or certain Golfs came with them. And you can see the lights are off, but I can assure you that this is not your standard VR6. Same with Theon Nelson with that VQ37. A little bit of a failure to initiate there from Theon, but Andrii way up on the bank, just rolling the rear tires off that RS5. Beautiful job coming off that bank through inner one now. Flames shooting out of the hood as they come down to this final outside zone. Andrii just beating on that car, sitting on wastegate, sitting on limiter all the way through that final outside zone. Fantastic job by Andrii Musienko there in the lead.
Lights are on. Theon leading Andrii in the VR6 Audi. Theon trying to give it all she has. You can hear that turbo screaming from up here. Big weight transfer initiation, a little shallow in outer zone one. Andrii right next to him, getting close to him, putting that proximity on his passenger door. A little bit of left foot brake. Theon way off course, and they both have to back it down.
And you can see it there up on screen on the graphic. Andrii Musienko is going to be moving forward.
All right, lining up to the line now. Lights are on. Andrew Shorkey leading Andrii Musienko. Andrii not giving him any room up to outer zone one. Big weight transfer initiation. Andrii staying with him, keeping the same angle, keeping good proximity. Sparks flying out of the back of Andrii's car. Coming off of the bank, Andrew Shorkey just outside of inner clip one. Transitioning, Andrii staying right with him into inner clip 2, left foot braking into outer zone 2. Andrii standing right next to him, putting the pressure on Shorkey like he's never seen it before across the finish line. What a chase!
We're going to switch them around here, give Andrii a chance to lead, give Shorkey a chance to chase, and I cannot believe that this is going to be a bad lead run. Andrii was laying it down in practice all day. Both of these cars are extremely fast.
Andrew needs to put the pressure on Andrii.
Yeah, I would have to say after that chase, Andrew has his work cut out for him here. Andrii pulling away from the line, pulling maybe a two-car gap there on Shorkey. Big weight transfer way high on the bank. Out where he needs to be. You can see him left foot braking to keep that car at angle. Shorkey nosing in as they come through that first inner clip. A little bit of a correction there from Shorkey in the chase gives Andrii a chance to pull out a big gap here coming into that second outside zone. You see flames shooting out from the bottom of that RS5. Absolutely phenomenal job by Musienko there in the lead. Shorkey falling behind a little bit, maybe a little bit of a mistake there. We'll see how the judges see it. And you can see it there on the graphic. Andrii Musienko going to move on.
FCP Euro wrap. So Andrii out front of Nick Johnson. Nick in the Mustang initiates Andrii right against the wall here. A little bit shallow for Johnson in the chase. Doing a nice job here, though, of keeping up with that Audi. Falls back through the infield as Andrii runs another really, really high point lead run here. So obviously I wasn't up in the booth, but I was back on the backstretch watching, and that battle between Shorkey and Andrii was an absolute heater. So now Johnson in the Mustang in front of Andrii Musienko in the VR6 turbo-powered Audi. Both initiate Andrii right up against the door of the Mustang. Oh, a straighten from Johnson. Andrii doing a nice job of staying consistent through the bobbles, applying the pressure, and dives way down in to the front wheel of that Mustang of Johnson. Continuing all the way through outside zone number 2, Andrii nearly putting tire on the door of that Mustang. Everybody put your hands together for Nick Johnson and Andrii Musienko.
And you can see it there on screen. Andrii Musienko going to take the win. You can see them leave the line here. Andrii not giving Casey any space here on initiation. Absolutely amazing initiation by Casey there in the lead, riding that wall all the way around as Andrii kind of nosing in and out, wavering a good bit on the bank, a little bit shallower. Now as they come through the center, both inner clips, beautiful job by Casey Rodriguez in the lead, but Andrii not giving him any space anywhere, putting the side of that RS5 all over that 350Z of Casey Rodriguez. Phenomenal job by both of these guys. All right, we're going to flip them around here, give Andrii a chance to lead, give Casey a chance to chase as they leave the line. Two very fast cars, two very good drivers. Andrii with the big flick into the bank and puts it immediately into that first zone, and Casey all over the door of that RS5 all the way through, pushing him around. Andrii doing a great job coming down through inner clip 1 into 2. Casey less than a car between them, falling back a little bit. Can he make up the ground as they come around to finish the lap? And I don't think he's going to catch up to the side of that Audi, but man, what an absolutely incredible job by both of these guys. All right, you can see it there. We're going to get that one more time from the lead. Andrii Musienko in the chase. Big weight transfer initiation by Casey Rodriguez, nice and high on the bank, maybe one tire into that zone. Andrii just dipping the tire into the side of the 350Z all the way around that first turn as they come past inner clip 1. Nice transition through the middle to inner clip number 2 and getting right out into that final outside zone. Andrii Musienko not leaving any space for Casey Rodriguez to run away with it. Casey Rodriguez has some work to do here. Casey nice and close to the back of that Audi all the way down the front straight, right on the door as they initiate. Andrii, though, pulling maybe a 1.5 car gap around that first outside zone as he is sitting on the wall with the back of his car. They come past inner clip number 2, smoke absolutely pouring off the back of that Audi. Casey Rodriguez doing what he can, trying to make up some gap, but Andrii just pulling away as they make their way through that final outside zone. That Audi is so fast in drift. All right, you can see the graphic up there on screen. Andrii Musienko will be moving on. He is doing extremely well, especially in the dries. You can see them leave the line. Andrii Musienko a little bit in front of Allen coming down that back straight. Allen, really nice initiation way up on the bank, dragging the back bumper of the Z all the way around. You can see him slow down a little bit just to make that transition off the bank. And Andrii Musienko getting into the back of the Z, not giving Boss the room to transition there, and you can see him bumping again coming through that second inner clip as they make their way into the final outside zone. Andrii just burning the doors down on the side of that Z all the way he can everywhere. Here Andrii is going to lead the way, see what Allen does here in the chase. Andrii with that big weight transfer right up on the bank, but Allen Boss right there with him as the back bumper comes off the Audi on the wall. Allen Boss actually runs it over. They are knocking paint off of that first wall at the back of these cars as they come through that center. And once again, Andrii's car is just so fast in drift. Allen struggling to keep up there. As you can see the gap opening towards the end of the run. Absolutely fantastic job by Andrii there in the lead. It's just, is it enough to make up for that kind of mistake he made coming off the bank in chase? Your third place finisher for the day, Casey Rodriguez. And your second place finisher for the day, Andrii Musienko, battled hard all the way to the end. Fantastic job by him as well. Your winner for the day for Great Lakes Pro-Am Series, sponsored by Pro Waste Management, is Allen Boss. Huge congratulations to Andrii Musienko. You guys did amazing today. Fantastic job by everybody, and we will see you for round 2 later today. Thank you guys. Have a good day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Great Lakes Formula Drift Pro-Am Series. This is a very interesting battle as well. The VR6 turbo power of the RS5 of Andrii Musienko being chased now by Paul Robinson, the LS E46. Absolutely phenomenal entry by both of these guys. Paul ends up getting a little bit stuck there coming through transition. See how he plays out the rest of the run. Look at the smoke coming off the back of that Audi as they come through that inner clip. Robinson going to need all the commitment, getting to that final outside zone, and he does. Making up some ground there, getting back to the side of that Audi. All right, and Robinson going to lead the way here for Andrii Musienko. Musienko going to have to be pretty aggressive here in the chase to make up for Robinson behind him on the first half of the battle. As they come through transition, Andrii leaving maybe a 1.5 to 2 car gap there, but Robinson getting out to that second outside zone right where he needs to be. And Musienko getting right up to the door of that E46 now as they come through transition. And you can see just the amount of grip in the Audi behind him. Every time he gets on the gas there, he's just taking car lengths away from Robinson. The VR6 is a 15-degree V single head engine.
Just wanted to give those tuning in some input.
All right, and leading the line now, we have Andrii Musienko in the lead and Colin Gillespie in the chase. This is a very interesting battle as well. I mean, so much horsepower under the hood of that RS5 Audi. And then you can see Colin Gillespie there in the chase, doing a very good job maintaining the proximity where he needs to. And this is going to be a very committed moment here for Colin coming through the smoke, and he does. He throws it in. Absolutely no care in the world for his own safety coming towards that Jersey barrier through the smoke. Fantastic job there in the chase by Colin Gillespie. All right, we're going to have Colin now in the lead. Andrii Musienko knowing full well that he's got to be aggressive in this chase to make this last. So you can see very good initiation there from Colin. Andrii not letting him get away as you can see how quick he's able to make up ground in chase on the side of that E46 as he bumps Colin there, coming out of outer 2 into inner clip and then here into outer zone number 3. Colin with a very, very nice line there in the lead, giving Andrii the absolute perfect opportunity to chase, and Andrii does exactly that. You can see Andrii Musienko is going to take the win over Colin Gillespie. Yeah, both these drivers definitely down to play here. Andrii Musienko, they make it through. It's a clean start. Dirk, less than a car between the two, throws it in. Andrii with the perfect entry there. Dirk not letting him get away. And you can see here Dirk trying to make up some ground there, but Andrii keeping that gap open all the way through outer 2 now as they come past this inner clip. Both guys standing on it, smoke pouring out of the back of these cars. You can see the fire coming out of the back of that Vet. Andrii Musienko fills all of outer 3 to finish off that run. And you can see them coming in. Dirk Stratton throws it in a little bit shallow there on that first outside zone. Andrii, though, deals extremely well with the line, getting right up to the side of the Vet all the way through outer zone number 2. Very, very similar line here from both of these guys in their leads. You can see the fire coming out of the back of that Lingenfelder Vet as they finish off the run here. Andrii Musienko, probably half a car maybe between the two there at the end. All right, you can see it there on the screen. Andrii Musienko moving on over Dirk Stratton.
That's straight out of the low power playbook. And here we got him. Andrei's going to initiate. Very good, clean initiation, but Falk's not too far out of the equation.
Look at Andrew Falk getting up to the door of the Audi.
He said, hey, I made it this far. I'm going to give it what I got. And look at this. I mean, this is where the power is really going to stretch out. And Andrii just puts it right in 3, right where he has to. But Falk, kind of reins him in at the end there. That was impressive.
Yeah, whatever happens tonight, Andrew should be proud of himself. He doesn't have much competition experience, and he is deep into rounds with the big dogs right now.
Yep, and you can see that initiation there from Falk. He is one tire in that zone, so good initiation there. And Andrii getting to the side of that E36, and man, you have to know Andrew can hear that VR6 screaming outside the window of that E36 as they come through the middle. Andrew Falk, keeping his composure, running a really, really nice lead line and giving, Andrii the chance there to put down an absolutely heater of a chase. And
we see Andrii getting the win there, but
Andrii Musienko going to be leading the way here for Troy Manners as they come down this initiation straight. Andrii with a big weight transfer, getting right out to the wall, filling all of outer zone 1. Troy giving him no space to breathe there. Now as they come through outer zone 2, Troy closing the gap just a little bit, but maybe maintaining a couple wheel lengths there between the two cars. And Andrii's not going to leave it on the table here as they come through the final outside zone. Troy just nudging the side of that Audi all the way through that final zone. You can hear the guys up here in the booth clapping. All right, we're going to see Troy here in the lead, Andrii in the chase. Andrii initiating right on the door of Troy Manners to get through that first outside zone now. He sneaks through that center section there to get back to the door, and very, very similar gaps here coming through outside zone number 2 as they come now through that inner clip. Troy Manners pulling out a bit of a gap. Andrii maybe getting lost in the smoke there as he has to a big clutch kick there to try and make up some ground there through transition. Coming in 3rd place, coming all the way from Canada, Andrew Shorkey, sponsored by FabMac Industries, one of the Misfits drivers, one of the guys that comes out to all the events here. Can't say enough good things about him. Congratulations to him on that 3rd place. Your winner of the Great Lakes Pro-Am Round 2, brought to you by Pro Waste Services. In the Audi, Andrii Musienko. And in 2nd place, obviously, your reigning champion taken down tonight, Troy Manners. Congratulations on your 2nd place finish here tonight. A little bit of clarification just in case anyone wants to know about it. Coming out of outer zone number 2, the judges said Troy Manners' line a little bit wide, caused a little bit of a mistake there from Andrii Musienko, inevitably putting the final nail in the coffin there. Andrii Musienko, once again, congratulations on your victory here tonight. Troy Manners coming in 2nd, Andrew Shorkey coming in 3rd. Thank you all for tuning in for round 2. Signing out.